And from this headscarf, so you can see from which village come the woman.
Right now I am in Spreewald. I have just reached a place called Lubenau, and from here I will take a boat for 1 hour to another village called Leyde. It's an exciting place. There's an open air museum, and the journey is just so marvelous. So let's see. I just paid 15 euros for 2 hours, and you have to pay in cash. They don't accept card or anything. You know, cash is king. Of course, there are some banks, so I think you can be able to withdraw some money even if you don't manage to come with cash. Yes, yes.
First of all, the whole of this village is surrounded by water. So you traditionally use a canoe or a punt boat to go to the market, to school, or to visit your neighbor. And these streams are branches of the main river called River Spree. And you can explore over 260 kilometers of the waterways. And as you have guessed, you can also do fishing here.
Taken a break for like 5 minutes, and they are selling something behind. So if you want to buy something like some food or some gifts, you can stop by here and get something. I don't think I will get anything because, as usual, I am on a budget.
It is located just an hour and a half from Berlin, both by car and train. And it is also a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, which means that it is a protected area in order to balance the relationship between people and nature. Normally, you can navigate this area in 3 ways. Either on a boat trip like the one I have taken, or rent a canoe and paddle it yourself, or on a bike. They told me that this village has no season, so you can visit at any time of the year. Whether it's summer, winter, or spring, it still looks beautiful. They said that it is even more beautiful in winter, but I'm not so sure how canoeing is done if the waterways are frozen. So if you have been here in winter, kindly share your experience in the comment section. We would love to know. Now I have arrived in a village called Leyde. I think the trip took us about 40 minutes.
You know, right now, I feel like nature is whispering to me, you know? Hey, George. Hey. Have a nice day. A restive day. It's so feeling.
So from here, I will visit the open air museum, which is a must visit if you want to learn more about the life of the Sobs. Honestly, I think the trip is usually not complete without visiting the museum.
So I have just entered an open air museum. I just paid €6 for an adult, but as a family, I think you can make some negotiations. So this museum shows the past life of the Sobs. The Sobs are the minority ethnic group living in Germany, and they have their own language called Sorbian, and their own culture and everything. So it's an exciting place where we get to see how they lived in the past. Right now, this place has about 60,000 Sorbians, and they just try to be unique and so special. So I love it. Let's see.
Yeah.
The mud of the house, and it was a small bed they used to sleep on, you know. So this was like a bakery. This is where they used to bake the food and so on. That was like a chimney. And exciting. Yes, so this is how they used to carry water. I think it's genius. So this is, I think, what they used to feed the animals. I don't know what this is. Maybe you can tell me.
I visit and review all hidden tourist attractions that you may want to explore on a budget. I came here just for a day, and I think it's enough. But if you really want to explore and see many things, you need at least 2 days. Of course, there are decent hotels and hostels around where you can spend the night. You can basically check them online. And when you're inside the museum, you can also do different outdoor activities, as you can see. Games that take us back to pre-social media times, beautiful games. And I think it's even nicer if you come with friends. At least I found my friends here and we did a bit of activities and I loved it. So here is now a breakdown of the total amount of money I've spent for this trip. I paid €15 for the boat, which is round trip, and they gave me 30 minutes to spend in the museum before returning. But since 30 minutes was not enough for me, as I needed to make more videos, so I missed the return trip, and unfortunately I had to pay an extra €8 for another boat to bring me back. And I also bought snacks for €3, as you saw, and I spent €6 for the museum, which gives me a total of €32. The only thing I did not like about this place is that the parts I explored had too many visitors. I came here in peak summer, so you definitely expect many people.
So this was the typical attire for men, for the Sobs. I think so. Oops. And this was like the typical attire for the women. I don't think they had electricity that time, but I've just tried to modernize the place.
To sum it all, this trip was definitely worth it, and I would give it a solid 7 out of 10 rating, especially for its affordability and peaceful atmosphere. And from here, I will interview a local resident just to hear a bit more about this beautiful place.
So the clothes you are wearing, are they like the typical Sorbs clothes?
Yes, this is the typical Sorbus clothes, and from this headscarf, so you can see from which village come the woman or the girl.
Oh, so you have different villages?
They have different villages, and then every woman or every girl from one village, they have a typical headscarf.
Oh, okay. So if someone wants to come here for tourism,
Uh-huh.
maybe they want to see your culture, what time of the year should they come?
In summer it's beautiful, or in Easter time, because there's a lot of culture, a lot of tradition during Easter time.
Easter, okay.
Yeah, they have just like Easter riding the horse, Easter riding horse, or Easter painting egg painting. There's a lot of tradition during Easter
Okay.
or in the summer.
Oh, in the summer, and the whole world is invited.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
This is a nice place.
Yeah.
Just come to museum.